Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. This is a solar-powered plane. Let me turn off the brakes. I forgot I had them on. Whoops. That would explain why we're not going anywhere. Okay, why are we still not going anywhere? Hello? Hello, I have the throttle all the way up. It's interesting that it momentarily loses charge there. Because with this many panels, and with the sun as it is right now, we shouldn't be having any issues with solar power. Strange, when I wasn't recording it worked perfectly. Now it has that tiny bit of an issue. But anyhow, as you can see, we've taken off already. This thing does lose speed quite fast when you're going up though, so it's kinda hard to fly it a little bit because of that. Kinda have to juggle the balance between speed and lift, so it's very hard to gain altitude with it. It's a very slow plane. Basically the improvements over Scott Manley's design, or possibly improvements, they may or may not be improvements. There's 3 engines, although it seems the extra weight needed to power the 3rd engine makes that not really worth it. I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll have to have someone who actually knows what they're doing test that. Yeah? I was originally going to have just 2 landing gear on this thing to make it lighter, and you'd just balance it as you take off. But that ended up not working out so well, so it has 3. Let's see, it's got two xenon tanks. That's what Scott Manley's had two of them. Mine is almost completely covered in solar panels though, where his only had about half of it. Whoa, what the? Yeah, I hate when it does that. But yeah, it's a solar powered plane. Ion engines, solar power, and you can fly it around for quite a while because the xenon gas lasts a long time. There isn't much else to show you other than that, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this in for a landing. It's kind of hard to land it because it moves so slowly, and because it has such a good lift amount. Like, it lifts very well, so it's kind of hard to keep it keep that managed. Kind of have to point it at the ground and then bounce across the ground a couple of times, just like Scott Manley's version, pretty much. Except I'm worse at making a thing talking about it. Oh, there we go. Bounced once, took off a little bit of speed. The hardest thing about landing is keeping the one of the wings from breaking, because they like to break. Alright, there we go, we're on the ground, and we're stopped. Yeah. So there you go, a solar-powered plane. And there'll be a download link in the description, so if you want to download the Solar 2, that's what I'm calling it, because it's simple, and because it was a second design. Yeah. The first design had a battery on it. It turned out that wasn't necessary, so I got rid of it to, curb the amount of weight on this thing. Thanks for watching, etc., etc. See you in space.